Lobbyists play a large part in it, but I believe at the federal level, a lot of it is, as I said, it's still the stigma of what people have been taught, what's been ingrained in our minds for generations. And I don't blame people for a lot of them for their thoughts. What I blame them for is when I'm talking to someone that has a master's, a bachelor's, a doctorate degree, and I share the evidence and the history. And even where our own federal government has proven, cannabis is not a gateway drug. The Anslinger thing was unconstitutional in 1968. Nixon was off the hook and so forth. If you still believe that, and you're, a higher educated or just a person with common sense, it's called, dumbing down of oneself. There is a problem there. But I think what we need at federal is we need to see the creation of a Schedule 6 under the CSA, which would be nutraceuticals. Possesses medicinal values, unsure of, long-term repercussions at this point, kind of like what I talked about earlier. I think it should go there. To get it into Schedule 3, it definitely doesn't belong there. There are drugs in Schedule 4 and 5 that will actually cause harm to you. We haven't seen that happen with cannabis yet. Not that it couldn't happen. We just haven't seen it happen. The fear-mongering lies of kids filling up the ERs and etc. And some people have even said people have died from cannabis and so forth. But per the FBI statistics, nothing like that's ever happened. The ERs, when you go ask them about it, they'll say, no, we're not seeing that. My wife worked in the ER for like 28 years and one time had a lady come in her 40s who was at one of her kids' college graduation parties and ate too many brownies and panicked. So she went to the ER. Other than that, and this is a hospital that's a 100-bed ER. I mean, the ER is the size of most hospitals. So yeah, I don't. I know what we need at federal level. Will it ever get to that? They're messing with Schedule 3 now. Again, I think it's entertainment for attraction to the parties to get a vote and so forth. But I think that's what we need to see. I wouldn't care if, like they have, other things, just turn it over to the power of the state. Let the states run the program, but federal would have to dissolve all of their actions and clean up the DEA and tell them to, knock it off, go after real drugs, go after real cartels, and so forth. 5 pages aside from my regular profile on Facebook. You can find me on there, or you can just simply go to cannabissafetyfirst.com, and my emails, my phone numbers are on there. It's not a problem. My email's timj.cannabiссafetyfirst@gmail.com. Phone number is 614-736-1861. I just recently picked up, I just opened up a page or whatever you call it on Instagram. So we're going to see what it's like, I guess, playing with the millennials and so forth. But those are some places that you can find me. They're very informational, each one. We share about the same type of stuff, but they just each draw different crowds. That's why I have the 5 different pages that I have on there, or groups that I have on there. So yeah, I'm easy to find on there. And on LinkedIn as well.
Now that you know where we've been, find out where we're going. Tune in to Ladies Love Politics, where you can stay informed without going insane.